Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive. Daniel here, and welcome to the first episode of a new series I am calling Let's Objectify Some Plastic. And in this episode we are looking at the often vilified Massive Darkness, a game that I actually kind of like. And for some of you know that I am actually really not into miniatures. I don't think for the most part they add much to the game. Most games. If I had the superpower where I could snap my fingers and immediately turn all of my plastic minis, all of those things up there taking up all kinds of space, if I could snap my fingers and turn all of those into high quality cardboard standees with cool art, you know, kind of like the ones I mentioned in my last one of my recent videos for D6, I would do so in a heartbeat. Minis take up a ton of space. They make games way more expensive than they need to, and they often delay games. I mean, half the time when a Kickstarter game is delayed, it's because of producing plastic. I much prefer the hand-drawn art and on a cool color standee, because then I don't have to take the time to paint. So, and then I can also count easily on one hand, probably, the number of games that I have, the number of board games I have, in which the miniature is actually, the 3D quality of the miniature is actually an important part of the game. Most of the time it does not matter. Facing doesn't matter, positioning doesn't matter. None of the 3D qualities of a miniature really matters in board games. You know, there are games like Kingdom of Death Monster, Journey, Wrath of Demons, maybe a couple others. You know, some of the, I don't even think Blackstone Fortress facing doesn't matter. Trying to think of any. I know there's probably at least one or two. Dark Souls, and there's got to be a couple others where facing matters, but for the most part it doesn't. The main purpose of a mini is they look cool. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. People like the way they look. They grab people's attention. They add table presence. They get people's attention on Kickstarter. And it is all about the looks. So that's why this series is going to be about objectifying plastic. So on the table right now, I have set up the first scenario in the Quest of Crystal and Lava expansion for Massive Darkness. And I'm going to pick my two heroes that I'm going to play. And I'm going to do so solely based on the way that they look out of this grouping here. And then I'm also going to choose 8 or so wandering monsters that I like the look of to build my wandering monster decks out of. So that way I can fight just the monsters that I like the look of. So yeah, let's take a look at some of these minis. Let's objectify some plastic. All right, so we're gonna just start at the beginning here. Again, I don't know anything really about these characters except for the way they look. I don't know their name. I don't know their classes or anything. This guy kind of looks like a mummy type character, maybe some kind of Eastern influence. He's okay. I don't really like that curved sword, like the Flamberge look. He's okay, not top tier, so I don't think I'm even going to have him in the running. This next mini, though, definitely is in the running. But again, gosh, I really wish I had a cardboard standee with that painted art there. But I really like the look of this character. Reminds me of something that I would see in like a Dark Souls game. Looks like kind of like Dark Souls armor. So this character is definitely in the running. I'm just going to put the ones that aren't over to the side there, and I'm going to drop their mini back into the bucket. Okay, so here's another. I'm going to start with this one. Kind of an elf looking guy. I like his shield. That's cool. So I'm going to keep him in the running. I know I'm not going to keep this one in the running at all. This elf archer lady, I really don't like the way she's leaning forward in her pose. It it looks like she's gonna bow. It doesn't look like she's ready to fight something. So she is out of the running. Another one that is definitely in the running, because how can you not have this big old burly guy in your party? I love his Warhammer. I love Warhammers in games. I think his art is cool. He's a big boy. He's got a bigger base. So, you know, when it comes to plastic, bigger is better. That's what they say. So he is in the running. This sorceress warlock lady here, I don't like her. I don't like her pose at all. It looks like she's about ready to fall over. I'm not quite sure what she's doing. That lean. I'm not sure what they made, like some of the female characters have this really bizarre lean. The massive dark lean. Nope. Rejected. Now this chick I totally dig. She's like some kind of witch doctor lady. She has a real like heft to her. I like her mini. She looks menacing, like she's ready to throw down. And she is definitely in the running. Really cool barbarian. So this is one of the featured characters on the cover. So I'm sure they did quite a bit of work on his sculpt and art. He looks like Conan, especially in the mini. The mini looks more like Conan than the art. If you notice something about this, the heads are often smaller in the art than they are in the mini. And a small head, it kind of it accentuates the prowess of the body, and making a smaller head. That's usually the purpose of when people draw heroic figures. They make the head smaller so the body seems bigger. And but in the mini, his head looks a little bigger. But I do like it. I'm going to keep him in the running. Like a female paladin looking figure. I like her. I like the width of her sword. I am not, yeah, she's cool. She's stepping forward. You know, she's not leaning back. She has an assertive pose. Unfortunately, her sword is a little bent, so I might want to fix that a little bit. But for the most part, I think she looks pretty cool. I'm going to keep her in the running. Now, that's the problem with too many cool looking minis. It's hard to it's hard to narrow them down, right? This guy I like. Definitely a kind of a paladin cleric type character. These are the kind of characters I like to play a lot. He looks kind of like a spiritual warrior. He's an older. I always like older looking characters, so I don't like his weapon though. Kind of a mace with the. Yeah, you know what? I'm not really into his left-hand weapon there, and it looks like in his right hand he has some kind of talisman. If he had like a really like normal-looking mace or club or something, I would pick him, but I don't like that. So nope, garbage. This warlock here is okay. I really don't like those wings, the wings on his helmet. I don't like that his staff is really bent. I would have to get some hot water, so nope, rejecting him. Now this wizard, this is one of the wizards from the main box, and I like him a lot. He does remind me of an old Games Workshop mini, and they used to make their battle wizards just powerful looking. You know, their wizards weren't like D&D. They weren't frail. They were warriors that also used magic. And so, of course, you know, Gandalf the Grey there, but I like him. I think he is a very solid battle mage. So I'm going to keep him in the running. Another mini from the box. So you can definitely tell that they spent, I think, more time on the art and sculpts for the characters from the base game. This is a really cool looking dwarf. I like his top knot ponytail thing there. Pretty cool. His the spike on his shield and his warhammer. I love warhammers. And that's a really nice looking dwarf. So we are going to keep him in the running. Next up we have a little dual scimitar wielding kind of elf dude. Not so much into him. He's okay, but nothing about him screams out to me, so rejected. So now it looks like we have the female counterpart to the first character we looked at. These are kind of probably a team, maybe a brother-sister team. Again, okay. I don't like her pose. It looks like she's getting ready to curtsy or or bow or something. Yeah, I don't know. The female poses are very, it's not even like they're like sexualized. They're just, the poses are weird. So nope, rejected. Another female character. I like her pose. She looks like she's getting like, she's cool and collected. She's wearing very skimpy armor. So that could be a problem if she gets stabbed in this general region without any protection. She's going to go down too fast. Go down in battle too fast. So I am going to reject her. Now here is a female dwarf. Again, I really like her. Really cool mini. She looks like a good female counterpart to the male dwarf. Let's keep her in the running. This guy, I like his armor too. Very anime looking. His pose is kind of cool. It's almost like he's surprised or like he's getting ready to boast or something. But yeah, I'm going to keep him. Whittling it down. So again, now we have another male-female counterpart. Looks like some kind of rogue, a female rogue and a male rogue. Some kind of rangers or something. At least her pose is cool. That is one of the better female poses. His is cool. He's like running. So both of these poses are very cool. I just don't really want to play a roguish type character in this game right now. So I'm going to reject them. And finally, we have our dual sword wielding kind of paladin hero. I like his swords, but we already have, do we already have somebody with 2 swords on the board? No, but he's not wowing me, so rejected. Okay, so now we are left with 10, and I've got to be honest, guys, I think 2 of the heroes that I saw at the very beginning, I'm going to pick as my 2 hero party, and that is going to be the legend demon looking dude and this Dark Souls looking probably a male warrior here. Looks male in the picture, but the mini looks a little feminine, so that's cool. So all right, so yeah, those are the 2 I'm going to pick. I like the looks of those 2 the best. The rest are just absolute garbage, so they will be rejected. It's you're either the best or the worst. No middle ground. Well, should I have? No, you know what? I'm taking that back. I'm taking that back. I like this. I really like this witch doctor lady. She looks awesome. So we're going to reject this guy. This guy is now the worst. Sorry, so you were so close. So let's at least reveal that character's name, since he made it so close. And Ostara, shadow mode skill, recommended class, a paladin of fury, a paladin. So I like paladins. So let's see who we chose. We chose Miriam, a battle wizard. Very cool. She can do something with attack and defense. She can heal. Excellent. So, okay, I'm happy with her. Especially her mini, very cool mini. And now our big boy here is Lil Ned. Okay, that's a cool name. I'm glad I chose this character. He is a bone crusher, which I like the sound of. So yeah, that should be cool. This guy will tank and destroy. This chick here will probably add some support and heal. So plastic has been successfully objectified. Now let's pick some cool looking monsters to fight. This troll lady is definitely in the running. That is a very cool pose. I mean, she looks like she is about ready to just demolish something, and you cannot argue with the size of this lass. So we're going to keep her out. We could go all for big boys here in the this guy. Again, very awesome. Might be fun to just fight some giants. Speaking of cool minotaurs, This is an excellent Minotaur mini. I need to use this mini more when I play Warhammer Quest because that thing is just awesome. Now this elephant, I like the idea of, I don't really like the sculpt. I wish maybe its trunk was kind of like whipped back, like it was in the motion of bringing it forward. In this position, I don't know, it's just a little weird. So I don't think we're gonna pick him. Kind of like this with his arms, like this guy's like Naruto running, right? Looks like something from Myth. This would be a good alt to use for Myth. But I'm not really feeling him. This spider is super boring. It has a giant base. Too much of the base is exposed. So pretty bland. This is like the blandest mini in the whole game, I think. Now we're getting more to the smaller guys here, but there are still some cool ones. I really like this troll here, or this demon or something. I think we're gonna pick him. He looks very cool. I like his pose, I like his horns, I like his club. This cockatrice here, dinosaur, raptor looking thing. Not super into the cockatrice look, so we're not gonna pick that. Kind of something more out of Cthulhu Death May Die here. Not really feeling the, it's like a collection of random tentacles and stuff. I'm kind of tired of that design. Doesn't really do anything for me anymore. This though, for an alien looking bizarre thing straight out of a nightmare, reminds me of the Winter Lanterns a little bit from Bloodborne. So I'm kind of down with that. Nah, I don't know. Looks like something out of Spawn or Todd McFarlane or something. That would have been cool in the 90s. This is a great troll. Ugly, big nose, giant hammer. I am all about warhammers. Definitely in the running there. Again, another kind of 90s looking demon. I don't know. Looks like something from the cover of Diablo 2 or Diablo 3 or something. Diablo 2, definitely. Nah, doesn't really do it for me. Oh, hey, look, this guy. He's from the wrong game. What is he doing in there? I'm surprised I didn't realize he was missing. That's from Warhammer Quest. And this is a dragon that I bought at a thrift store. So he is just hanging out in there. This is a cool little troll. Kind of looks like a troll from the Lord of the Rings movies, or one of the Uruks. A hellhound or something. That's okay. But I'm trying to find the, yes, I love this dude here. Great miniature, great cape. He looks like he would be slow but deadly. A wizened old monster. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna pick one more. Again, looks like something out of Myth, kind of like a werebear looking thing, so not too into that. This two-headed Etten thing. I like his backpack. Or it looks like he's carrying around a giant like ram, a battling ram or something. Possibly. Oh wait, here we go. This dude with the massive cleavers. What was the giant in Dark Souls 3 with his massive cleaver that you fought? Very cool. Yes, we're picking him. Okay, so let's real quick the ones we didn't choose for our wandering monsters. Maybe we might find something that we like more, but I doubt it. This dude's cool, kind of like a mecha looking thing, like a steampunk mech or something. A unicorn. Yeah, I hate unicorns. And let's see, we got a few more. Very cool. I like thick, chunky dudes with warhammers. Maybe let's get rid of this alien thing. I'm going to substitute in this dude with the warhammer. I like big hammers. Werewolf, boring. Snake lady, Naga type character. Medusa, nope. And we've got two more. This little mummy looking dude is pretty cool. But nope. That's it. Okay. So we have picked our wandering monsters that we're going to create our deck with. So let's real quick find those in here. Nope. This is from Zombicide. That was the Iron Golem. Zombicide. Nope. We did pick our troll here, right? Yep, so there's our troll. He's a low troll, so we'll be fighting against him. The werebear we did not pick. The blood seeker minotaur. Man, that is just a freaking fantastic minotaur mini. That thing looks badass. Okay, we will pick that. We did not pick that nightmare thing. Definitely did not pick the giant spider. The high troll. Oh, cool. So we have a low troll and a high troll. Okay. We did not pick the spider lady. We did not pick that guy, the ogre mage. The ogre mage I put back at the last. No, wait, nope. That is this guy. Very cool. Okay. Ogre mage is in. The ogre rock breaker is in. We've got 3 more. The spear maiden cyclops. That's her. Fantastic mini, man. That thing is just, that is great. That would strike fear into any warrior's heart. Nope, did not pick the Oni, did not pick the Overseer, almost chose that. Definitely did not pick that stupid unicorn. Definitely did not pick the were-tiger, the werewolf. We do have the cliff breaker cyclops, which will be used. I would hate to be hit in the head with that. That should be an instant death. Here's that mummy-looking guy. The Earth Elemental, no. Abyssal Demon, nope. And there we go, Lord Tusk is the dude with the giant cleavers. So that is a game successfully objectified based solely on the looks of its miniatures. So that's what we're going to be playing with. Or that's what I'm going to be. I'm not going to do the playthrough on camera. I'm going to play through the game, and then we'll come back and do a little battle report, and I will review the game. So, all right, well, I hope this was entertaining and interesting for some of you. This has been the first episode of Let's Objectify Some Plastic featuring Massive Darkness. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.